We just wanted to read the lyrics of one of these guys.
Do you wanna read Other Side and I'll read
Well, we can't read all of the other side or the song.
yeah, but like we'll just compare
We're
line
just
for
gonna
line.
break out some lyrics and just say like what I don't know what the time that goes into one and the time that goes into another.
Okay, so the first line of Drip Too Hard by Lil Baby and Gunna is
His name is Lil Baby.
yeah, it's actually kind of a cool I kinda like it. But the first
Okay,
line is
this is what I compare this to is his he chose his nickname as Lil Baby. Freddie Mercury, his real name is not Freddie Mercury,
yeah.
but he chose his last name as Mercury because it was like, oh, that sounds cool. This guy thinks Lil Baby sounds cool. That is literally like he's like, what do?
And I'm like 99% sure he has a baby tattooed on his face.
All right, with that, let's hear his lyrics.
So first
he's
line,
awesome.
I mean, he says, "Run that back, Turbo."
We don't know. We cannot assume who Turbo is. We think it's the producer.
Yeah, but Turbo, I guess run it back.
And then, so this is just like, he just talks about money the whole time.
Yeah. You can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. That's quite the statement.
And then he says, I gave him the drip. We cannot confirm what the drip is. We assume it is some sort of currency.
I think it's an underground type of thing that we can't know about.
But I want to. This one line just jumped up to me, so I'm gonna go down to it because this is just like it's honestly disrespectful that he said this. Where is it? Oh, he goes, I don't care where I go as long as I get paid. So by that he's saying like I don't care where I go as long as I get paid, and that just means he's like.
So we're shipping him down to the bottom of the ocean at this point. We're just gonna, yeah.
But what makes me this like mad is that people care about where they play. Like you'll hear, I don't want to keep on bringing up like the same people. No. Okay, so this is a good idea. This is good. Mumford and Sons, like extremely musically talented. They don't come to the United States very often because they've admitted it that they do not like the United States.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that. They come to Red Rocks and that's it because they love Red Rocks. But like, I think that's so cool that they're like, I'm doing this for a living. I'm gonna go where I want, and I think that's a lot more respectable than saying I'm just gonna go wherever I want or like wherever they'll take me just because I want money. That's materialistic and wrong in many ways, and that makes you it makes him look at the crowd as just a bunch of dollar signs.
But you do have to take into account that another one of his lines is, "I feel like a child. I got boogers in the face." I mean, how are you going to expect him to
I didn't see the other side of this.
How are you going to expect him to care about where he goes if he feels like a child and has boogers?
It is a little baby, I guess. I don't know. You can like, we said we were mad that Migos isn't going because to print out one of Migos' songs and read the lyrics would be monumental. But yeah, this song's Lil Baby and Young Gunna. It's called "Drip Too Hard," and it's just not good.
It's terrible.
Yeah, and just it's very shallow, and you can tell when someone sings a song, and I'm sure this is what is going to happen at Lalo. Anyone who goes to see them, good luck, because what they're going to do is they're going to just play the audio.
Yes.
And Lil Baby is going to jump up and down and make like periodic noises into the microphone.
What they do too is they play the audio, then they stop it and let the crowd sing.
Yeah.
So it's like a participatory thing. And so like, do you want to go to a concert so you can sing, or do you want to hear someone sing? Like, I can sing anywhere.
Yeah. And that's true. Like, if you want to hear this guy in concert, at this point, just go to Spotify and play the song. Because there's no difference. I mean, you might be surrounded by all of your friends and get in a mosh pit or something, but he's not singing. There's no musical talent going into it. And you can bet that his voice is, like, technically messed with on the audio, and that's why he's not
There's a
singing
video
live.
of Travis Scott at a concert, and he falls off the stage, and he falls in auto-tune.
Yeah.
It makes and it like auto-tunes to what he needs it to be. It's very funny.
But so they do claim to write the song. Their two real names are, let me get this. Their real names: Dominique Jones and Sergio Kitchens. I honestly think those would be better names than Lil Baby and Young Gunna. But their names are on the songwriters. What, Sergio Kitchens?
His last is. You would expect that to be spelled in a different way, but it's literally
No, it's
Kitchens.
Kitchens. Like how you would spell Kitchens.
It's literally
That's how it is.
Kitchens.
But yeah. So they write it. I
Oh,
give
producer Turbo. That's
the
cool.
producer is. So we did. But so they write it. I give them props for writing it because it's hard to create a beat and like write stuff. But I guess I could write this if I wanted to write something that was shallow and like.
I wouldn't be able to come up with something this in like this. I couldn't.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't be running through my head.
They rhyme it like 5 different times, so it's really easy to rhyme it. But that's cool. Now going on to Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
So some background is needed for this song. It's called "Other Side" by Red Hot Chili Peppers. If you want to pause this and go listen to it, you're welcome to do that. But
Make sure to come back.
yeah. So Anthony Kiedis,
Lead singer of Red Hot Chili Peppers.
here, let me pull up something. Sorry.
Hillel Slovak.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Anthony Kiedis, the lead singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, started this band with Flea, the bassist, and Hillel Slovak, the other guitarist, who was good. They were good. They're all three good friends. They got a drummer in there, and so they started this band called the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They went on their first, or it was either their first or second tour. Is very successful, but a common theme within the band was drug addiction, and so Anthony Kiedis was handling it quite well. He was like going to rehab and not as compliant with the addiction, but Hillel Slovak couldn't say the same, in that he said many times, which is very sad, he said, I like don't want to be addicted to this drug, but I am.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, right a couple weeks after the tour ended, he overdosed, and he was depressed. He overdosed on drugs, and he died. And then Anthony Kiedis wrote this song. And you may say that it's unfair that we're comparing a song about a best friend's death to some like money song. But this is like the Lil Baby's going a while, and this is his most popular song. And this is Red Hot Chili Peppers, and this is one of their most popular songs.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna read like the lyrics. You can assume that they're gonna be sad, but he says, how long will I slide?" And that is like the drugs. I mean, it was like so relevant for them that they're on the road and they're getting barely any sleep, and drugs were relevant, and that was said for not only bands in the 90s, but especially bands 60s, 70s, 80s. Do you want to read a little bit more?
Yeah, it's just really sad. Like,
it's even more depressing when you're reading it.
And like, now that we know even more of the backstory, it's just like, damn. But
but he says, "I heard your voice through a photograph. I thought it up and brought it up the past." And Anthony Kiedis was interviewed after the death, and he just said, like, that could have been me, because he was in the same situation that Slovak was in. But yeah, this is a band that headlined in, what year did you say?
1992.
Yeah. And these are the kind of songs they wrote. And like,
and this is what people love them for. Like, they were this popular for having songs like this that really like draw on your emotions.
they had meaning.
Yeah.
And besides the lyrics, the instruments they play are insane. Like, Anthony Kiedis is very...
Flea is the best bassist of all time.
Yeah, and Flea is insane at bass.
Flea is also a great showman. He goes crazy. I've watched like videos of them playing live. He goes absolutely crazy. And that's really important, and the fact that he could do that while playing like the most complex bass riffs of all time.
Their bass solos are insane because they know what they're working with.
Well, even like the normal riffs, like normally it's just like a bassist doesn't have to do too much. It's not that complicated, but Flea is just, he's really slapping the bass.
Yeah. And I always like me and Jackson both started playing guitar recently, and we like you'd always watch someone, and they'd be like jumping up and down and playing. And you're like, oh, if they could do that, it's probably not too hard to play whatever they're playing. It is so difficult.
Yeah.
And, like, if you try to stand up while playing the guitar, it's like you lose what you're doing in your mind because
You try to sing while playing the guitar.
Yeah.
I can't even think of the lyrics in my head while playing guitar.
It's just like, and especially during a live show, what are the Red Hot Chili Peppers doing? They're playing their music.
Yeah.
If one of them messes up, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
Because their guitar is plugged in the amp, and the amp amplifies the guitar and amplifies Anthony Kiedis' voice.
Yeah.
And it's all like, it's all real. It's all organic, and it's all there. And that can't be said the same about Lil Baby because he's just playing the audio.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we agree with the music, like the evolution of music and the music changing, but it's not good.
We don't like where it is right now. Like,
yeah.
You can respect the blues. You can respect the rock era of the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. You can respect the alternative era of Nirvana, Dave Matthews, Red Hot Chili Peppers, all of them. You can even respect, like, 2000s of, like, pop more than you can respect the rap right now.
But I think, well, I was just thinking of something. It's...
He doesn't know what he was going to say.
It's like a shame we've talked about this many times, is that like you go to a live concert and it's just not what you wanted to see. And like, I don't know, it just doesn't take talent to do it anymore. And that, I don't think that's said.
All right, I think that does it for us today.
Yeah. Not to put a Debbie Downer on everyone. Music's at a good place right now. I mean, you can find good music if you want to find. I mean, it's all in the eye of the beholder. I remember what I was going to say. Sorry. That took like a minute and a half for me to remember. But I think another thing that has to do with it is you can get like technology playing a role in us and like all this. Maybe the thing is that we don't want to take the time to listen to the song Other Side and figure out what it's about. Maybe it's just easy for us to listen to some like song by Migos or listen to some song by Lil Baby and be like, yeah, this is really shallow, and I like it that way because I don't want to listen to a song and have to listen to it twice because I just want to listen to music and like be able to play it loudly and not have to listen to the lyrics.
Yeah,
and
that's just the difference.
There's truth in that, but I think listening to a song and having to actually listen to it and hearing the guitar riff
and maybe even like relating it back to yourself is like something that's pretty important.
No one can relate to some guy buying his girlfriend a Chanel bag or going somewhere and getting paid millions of dollars to do this. No one can relate to that. Maybe you can't relate to Anthony Kiedis losing a best friend, but you can relate to like, I don't know, something within that.
The pain that he felt.
Yeah.
Like just the emotions that it draws off you. Like, I don't know what emotions you're going to feel this with listening to Lil Baby, but I guess I have to respect that some people like him, and that's okay.
If you like the Beats, then that's something else. That's music.
Yeah.
Beats is music, and But so that's our take on it. Hot take. Not very popular, I'm assuming, with a lot of people. But yeah, Lala's cool. I mean, you can find good music at Lala any time of the day. And it takes effort though. Like you can't, and a lot of times is like you just need to dig deep with an artist and go to like, I like to call them deep tracks.
And you need to give them a chance. You can't just go to all these artists that you know. Yeah. And I think that's what the festivals are meant to be. You're meant to find new music that you're gonna like.
Yeah. So we won't see you at Lala. Maybe see you at Country Thunder. We may go to Lala. I don't know.
Yeah.
But thank you. And this seems to be a 3-parter. Sorry, we went a little off on this one.
Hopefully not a 4-parter. We're about.
Well, no, we got to cut some stuff. But thank you. See you in like 2 weeks. We'll record again.
Yeah.
DM us if you have us like ideas on what you want to tell us. But follow us on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. See you guys.
See ya.